Between 5 to 10 years ago, something amazing happened in the arena of trading. Forex suddenly exploded onto the scene, where traders could now finally trade for themselves using platforms that they could either download or trade with online. More and more Forex brokers came around. And to tell you the truth, these days it's almost exactly the same with binary options. The binary options industry has exploded onto the scene. Beginning just around 3 to 4 years ago, suddenly there are more and more new brokers and more traders are joining this exciting world. VaultOptions.com is the new broker that we'll be exploring today. And as you could see from their homepage, if the homepage of the website is anything to go by, then they're definitely user-friendly. You should know that Vault Options are very good for new traders because of the simplicity of the trading platform. But they do also have some really great features for more experienced traders. They have features such as rollover or take profit. They also have the Pro Trader platform, which we'll be looking at briefly, where you actually can extend the time frame of the charts you're looking at. And with the option builder, you can customize your trade so you can manage your risk and indeed manage the payout as well. So all of the banking features you can do from the top menu bar here. So this is kind of the most important focal point of the site in terms of making a deposit or withdrawal. And by the way, this brings me to my next point, which is this little symbol here. This is SSL, or Secure Soccer Layer, which basically forms a layer of encryption between the browser and the server. So that means if you do make a deposit and put your details in, it's completely safe and secure. So that's good to know. If you want to have a look at the list of assets on offer, simply click on the assets index and you can see that for a new broker, it's really an amazing list. In fact, perhaps one of the longest lists that you will find amongst any of the binary option brokers. And take a look at the currencies as well as the majors. You've got some of the minors. The commodities list is pretty well populated too. Basically, it's got everything that you'll want to trade. And let's just go back now to the platform where we can hopefully place a trade ourselves. Now, there's a variety of trading platforms here. You've got your classic binary options, which has the trader's choice sentiment indicator showing you what other traders are trading currently. So you can see on the Euro USD, 64% of the traders are placing a call option. They believe it will continue to go up. If you're with them and you want to go with the majority, then of course you can place a trade on that. By the way, you should look just at this section here, which shows you how long until expiry. If you're under 5 minutes, you won't be able to place a trade. So all you need to do is to scroll down and have a look at some of the other assets which do have a later expiry time. So for instance, oil, look at that. That's really downtrending. So if I want to place a put or a down trade on that, I simply click there and enter the amount I'd like to trade. I'm going to do $100 and apply. By the way, I'm going against sentiment, so let's see how I get on with that one. And that will be expiring at 2:10 this afternoon. And the next platform I want to show you is the option builder, where you have the, let's say, option to make changes in the profit and the out of the money that you'd like back. So if we look at out of the money as cash back, then if your, for instance, trade is unsuccessful and you want 50% of the trade back, your investment back, you can click on that and you would get 36% money as a profit if you're in the money. And you simply enter the amount you want to trade. Simple as that. And 60 seconds, now this is an interesting one because you have the option in this case to make $72 within 60 seconds. That is a pretty amazing amount of return for your funds. Let's just place a trade on that and see how I get on. By the way, if you want to know how much balance you've got, you can just look up at the top here. So place the trade, the call or the put. I'm going to go on the up and start. And then that automatically places the trade for me. Okay, that's good to go. You can see here exactly how much time I've got left. This is a really good type of platform, specifically for people that like to trade while watching economic events and the important economic indicators and so on. For instance, let's say a politician makes an announcement now, and that might well spike the market just for 60 seconds or less, and it would then perhaps rally. So this is a really good type of platform for that. And the ProTrader platform, based perhaps on the MT4, with the ability to extend your time frame to 5 hours, which is obviously very, very important for trading because it gives you a bigger picture of what the markets are doing overall. So it's always a good idea to have a longer time frame in front of you. Expiry time 8 minutes on the Euro USD, 71%. I'm going to place a put on that. I believe it will go down. Enter the amount I'd like to trade, being $100, and apply. And that's it. I've bought my asset, which is the Euro USD, and I just want to have a little look at my portfolio and see how my 60-second trade did. Fantastic. So you can see here that on my 60-second Euro USD that I purchased, I was successful and had a payout of $100. Not bad at all. Okay, if you'd like to learn more about Vault options, you can do that through the About Us page. And by the way, these are all the ways you can make a deposit to begin trading with Vault. To begin trading with vaultoptions.com. We hope you enjoy trading with vaultoptions.com, and we do recommend them as a very, very good broker.